Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I'm trying to make sure that you can hear me, see me. Trying to make sure that you can hear me, see me. I got you on my stage and I'm glad everybody's here. And if it's just me by myself today, guess what? We're fine with that too. I have to do what I have to do to make sure that I get there. And the only way I can get there is if I just show up. And today, y'all, Gia's Designs is showing up. Hey, everybody. My name is Gia. My name is Stephanie, and I'm the owner of Gia's Designs. And here at Gia's Designs, I help seasoned age and also beginning crafters how to teach them how to design in Canva and make sure that they're able to do this with confidence and definitely make sure that they are not feeling like they're left behind or they're left out. So here at Gia's Designs, what we do is that we are making sure that there is an inclusive community where anybody that feels like you just cannot keep up with classes that's online, I'm here to help you do that. I'm here to make sure that we move slowly and that you're able to grasp everything that's going on. So today, what are we going to do? Today, we are going to do a design in Canva using a little bit of maybe one prompt that we'll be putting into Chat GPT, and it's going to be Juneteenth themed. Okay, I just put up a short that showed a Juneteenth design, and I wanted to kind of let you know how we should do our design, our prompts. And one of the things that would make that interesting is what is your desire behind your prompts, right? So we all know that ChatGPT can do a bunch of designs and do everything, but what would your design be? What would you like that statement? What would you like for the behind the scenes of it to be, right? And that's what I want to do. Now, this is the funny thing. I did a design this morning, right? Maybe before this morning, but I did a design this morning, and now they are so aware of everything that you do that every time you put something, not every time, but a lot of times when you put things in your prompts, it'll come back and say that it's against their rules and regulations. So this morning I wanted to do one where where there was a behind the scenes theme, right? You do the behind the scenes theme, and with that behind the scenes theme, you basically I wanted it to show the struggle that our people went through. I'm trying to be politically correct, but I wanted to make sure that it had that behind the scenes struggle, right? So one of the things that I put in was that I wanted it to show our people in the fields working with blisters on their hands picking cotton, right? Because that's one of the things that we did. I also asked that it put in the behind the scene a graphic of the women or anyone scrubbing the floors on their hands and knees, because probably they didn't have a mop at that time. So I asked that to be done, right? And then another thing that I asked for was that that we show exactly what they went through, the struggle that they went through. Now, here's the big thing that I wanted to bring out more so than anything. I wanted to bring out what it would look like. I'm getting ready to turn this down. I'm sorry, y'all, forgive me. Okay, so the main thing that I wanted to bring out was the fact of how would it look if we uh if we showed someone holding up a child on the day of Juneteenth, June 19th, 1865, and they know that their child would be the first in their generation not to be in slavery. That was my thought process, okay? And with me doing that, I ended up coming up with a thing. So I'm gonna see if my prompt will go through with Chat GPT, because after I did it, it made a mistake and said that, oh no, that we shouldn't have done that video that graphic. I don't know why they said that, but anyway, let's pull up what I did. So, oh yeah, I forgot I have to do this. Y'all have to forgive me, because again, I'm new to this, and I wanted to make sure that I'm giving you what I need. So let me see. Um, it says for me to select the tab, and again, forgive me. No, not that one. I'm trying to come up with my Chat GPT screen. Okay, there. Okay, and I'm not sure if you all can see this, but okay. All right, here we go. Not that one, not that one. And it's not allowing me to. Here, I don't know. Maybe it's that one. Okay, so if I want to go here, I'm going to keep on talking so that I can get you all through. I'm not sure whether or not this is showing up. Nope, it's not coming up. My Chat GPT is not coming up on here. But anyway, I want to bring up add to stage. Okay. I hope that that's my hold on is sharing the window. Okay, now let's go in and see if I can get this to come up. Just 1 second, you all. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. This is so new to me. Not that. And not that. Okay, so it's still coming up with the thing. I'm going to stop that share. Okay, so let me go on ahead and see if I can do this. And now, let me see. Share my screen. Share the screen. Let's try the entire screen. Okay. It should be entire screen. 2 more seconds, y'all. And I don't know. I wonder, can you all see my screen? I don't see anything. Can somebody tell me in the window whether or not you can see my screen or not? Can you see my screen? Add to stage. Okay, so if I ended up going here to my screen, can anybody tell? You can't. Okay, now let me hold on one second. Stay with me. Don't go anywhere. I want you all to see this. This is so incredible what happened with me in Chat GPT. Can you see my Chat GPT? It should be coming up in a second. Hey, Tracy, and thanks for showing up, you all. Make create crafts. You see my? Do you see the Chat GPT screen? Okay. Thank you all. So I want you to see what I put in. So if you can see my screen. Oh, I can see it. I can see me. Okay. All right. So if you can see my screen, this is what I asked for in the graphic, right? And I just want you to see some of the stuff that happened. Um, I put in here exactly what I wanted it to do, and I stated that I wanted it to have that background in there. And again, the focus on this prompt was to see if we could get a if I could get a graphic that looked like after that date and getting that information, someone is actually thanking God basically that they are going to have a child that is not going to be caught up or never see the arms of slavery, right? So as you can see here, I stated that I wanted this particular prompt, right? Telling it to put it in the colors of Juneteenth, right? And it stated African man with long unkept dreadlocks with detailed whip marks on his arms and back, and I knew it was going to cause a problem. Broken shackles on his knees and ankles, and his wrists with torn tethered clothing, adding whatchamacallit. So here I stated that his children were holding on. They don't know what's going on because they were kids. But this is the thing that I thought. The background has a 60% transparent images of the struggles of the family faced in bondage, right? And then I stated that I wanted somebody to be scrubbing the floors on their hands and knees in the master's house, picking cotton with the sack ending to their bruised fingers above the banner with the Juneteenth on there, right? And then I wanted it to be in Martin font, but they couldn't do that either. All right. And then my thing was because the memo delivered to Galveston, Texas until June 15th, 1865. That's the wrong date. I don't know what was on my mind when I put it in there and stated the theme and everything, right? So, but this was after I did it. So they're saying, but the image we created may violate. Now, this is the image that they said that they did, that it violated their guidelines. You already made the image. It's too late. So I tried to reorder it, but this is still what I came up with, right? And I asked them to change that date because I put the wrong date in, right? Wrong date, didn't come in, and didn't come through. So basically, I ended up messing up the whole thing. But guess what I did? That's what I want to show today. Exactly what I did to keep what I had because they were not going to update it, right? So I went on and I downloaded this. And this is what can be done, right? You copy your image. And I think it'll come up. I'm trying to make sure that I don't bring up the same thing that I had before. But let's go into this Canva. And y'all, please forgive me because I'm going to open up something else, right? And then let's do this, the 11 by inches, right? So we got it with the inches, right? And again, always start out, hit your custom size, right? And then once you put it in, you put in the size that you want. So say we want to do a chip bag, right? So let's start out with the image with 11 and then the height 8.5, right? And then I'm creating a new design. Now, while I'm creating this new design, of course, I still have, I don't know if we remember last week what we did. Last week we did the design, and when we did the design, we did it from scratch, right? Now, to do it from scratch, it would be 8.5 by 11. I want to go over it, so I want to make sure that everything is moving from one section to the next section. So we're going to go and review, and by doing that, we're going to come up with the background of the thing. So in elements, and remember, one of the things that they said that you can do, and what I have been posting about for the last 4 days, is making sure that you hit those things that will be that will be easy. So starting out, they say the first thing that you should hit to make it easy is a template. Even though we were supposed to be doing that template, I don't believe in doing that, but I am going to relay how we can do that, right? So in your templates, what it's doing is giving you some designs that's already there. So let's just say we want to do a chip bag, and we're gonna hit for it to go and work right now. So here you see some chip bags, some of them not so much a chip bag, but you got a lot of things that you can use in your chip bag, right? A lot of things. And that's what we use to come up with. You can hit one of these, and I'm just going to do it on GP just so we can say that we did one, right? So say you like, I'm going to see if I bet you they don't have this, but let's just say Juneteenth, right? Juneteenth chip bag, boom. Let's see what happens. Not a nary one, right? Because it's just not everybody's thing. But you still, oh, here we go. But that's not really a chip bag. You got the Juneteenth here. You got the Juneteenth here. And here's a chip bag, Juneteenth, right? Put that in there and you got what you got. But that's not even a chip bag. But you could use this, and you could take out your fonts, change it up, and say, will it let me do? Nope, they ain't letting me do that one. But 19 June, say we want to add the 1865 because that's the year that it happened, right? Hit it, 1965, right? You got to 19 June 1865, and then that is in military date, the way it's written. But let's go ahead and let's try a different way, because I want you all to see exactly what happened to me today. I'm going to add a page. Now this will be add a page, period. But I'm going to add a different size page so that we can work with what I was given, right? So I'm going to go here to add that page. You're going to hit that arrow, right? You go over to where it says more, okay? Because at any other time, if you hit something, it'll go into a totally different side. I like to keep everything that I do side by side. So let's just say we want to make it, we hit that custom size. I want to make this in a portrait, right? Again, we always go to inches, okay? Now, here we're going, instead of 11 by 8.5, we're going to go 8.5, always the width first, by 11 inches. Boom, right? Okay. And then we create the new page. Okay. Now, the reason why I did this is so I can do what I wanted to do. Let's see if it'll paste. And there we have that image. Now, ChatGPT straight up said that they're not doing nothing with it due to the fact that it was what? Because it went against their guidelines. All right. Now, I made a mistake. Had I would have didn't make that mistake, I would have a perfect piece, right? But I didn't. I messed up. I love this graphic because, again, it had everything in it. The fact that I stated that they were working in the cotton field. You can see her with her sack. You can see them working and tilling in there. You got somebody that's here that is on their hands and knees and scrubbing. You got somebody over here in the fields, and you got somebody here. Now, this is the thing. You got them out here working. Now, the main emphasis was on the gentleman. Now, this is exactly why you have to write what you write and make sure that it's correct. I stated that I wanted him to have long, black, unkempt hair. Long, unkempt locks. That was one of the things that was in there. Again, making sure that we put everything in our prompts. Broken chains on his wrist, right here, right? Then it had the kids that's here. The fact that I stated, I think somewhere in there I stated that I wanted him to be muscle bound, because those that were out there in those fields and that was working, they always were muscle bound. They had to be. They were taking care of the masses with the car, but he has his chains on there. These are the things that we place into our prompts, right? The fact that I stated that I wanted to be a Juneteenth inspired graphic. It has the fist. That's one of the things that they have in the chains, the fist and the chains, the fact that breaking the chains, right? But now I want to update this because I don't want to throw this away. So what am I going to do? And I'm getting ready to show you all what you do, right? You hit your prompt. You always hit it so that you know what you're going into, right? So what we're going to do is edit this prompt, right? So to edit it, when you hit it, it comes up with all of this here. And then you hit edit, right? So you're going to hit your edit button, right? Now, under your edit, you have a lot of things that you could do. These are like all click and all this other stuff. What we're going to concentrate on for this is see all, because you have so many things you can do, the magic layers and all this other stuff. And then you can see all by hitting that, just in case what you wanted is not there, right? But what we are going to mess with, which it was up in the top, was the magic layers. Now, when you hit the magic layers, what happens is that you end up with a lot of things going on, right? That means that they're separating one layer from the next. It's going from the back layer all the way up to the front layer, right? And it's awesome what you can do when you break up those layers, right? So you'll see in a second. It's going to take a couple of seconds. And when you do that, it'll come up with your layers. It'll show you all the layers. Now you can see all of our layers here, right? And it's like something here, here, here. You got the woman here. That's another layer. You got all of these things, these boxes that's dealing with the hair, right? Now, the layer is still there, even though I clicked off of it. But what I don't want is here, I don't want it to have the wrong date. So you double click and double click till you get where you're going. June 19th, 1865, right? Now, what I did not want them to put in there was pride. What do I need that to say pride? I wanted it to say freedom, right? So here, I guess I'm going to have to move this. I can't remember exactly what I did, but this was in the way. Don't lose your thoughts. So what you can do is make it where you're going back and forth. You're seeing, because that was in the way. 9 times out of your 10, if it's clicking something, that means that something is on top of it, right? So here you can see the pride is there and the June 19th is there. Now, this is the thing. I didn't need all of that. So I'm going to put freedom, because that's exactly what it dealt with. And this is exactly what I did in my prompt that there was done, right? Now, what about this pride demands freedom? That don't make no sense, right? So wait a minute, hold on. I'm messing up some stuff. Okay, putting the freedom in the middle, right? Now, I want to try to get this pride demands. And just to show you exactly what I'm talking about, I'm hitting it. It's not going anywhere. You hit that and you move it because freedom might be in front of it. Guess what? There you go. I don't want that in there. I'm hitting delete. I'm taking it out, right? And after I take it out, I'm bringing down my freedom right now. So what's happening is these chains are kind of sort of in the way. So I'm going to make sure that I get this where it's not exactly in the way. Now, here we go again. I'm going to put this on top somewhere, and you can actually adjust it. You're adjusting through these arrows. If you take this and move it out, when you have that little thing there, this little box, you bring it out, and it's outside of the thing. Now, I want to make it where it's not really messing up the words, right? So I bring it out enough where it's done like that, right? Now, again, I messed that up because it's not down enough for me. So I'm going to bring down the freedom just a little bit more. And then I come back up and bring that. Now, sometimes, let me give you a hit, because just a little gem. If you can't tell where something is that you need to move, where you're going to go, you're going to go, and this is in my way, so it's not going to do it. You can hit anything that's in the graphic, right? Once you hit anything that's in the graphic, you're going to go to position, because you got to hit something in that graphic. You hit your position, and you're going to go over to your layers, because after that, your position will tell you. You're going to go to your layers, right? Now, here it tells you everything that's in here. Everything that's in that thing. Guess what I lost? I lost this. So that's how you can tell what you're doing. Now, if it's not in the right place, this is what you can do to get to it also. So say it's like 3-4 layers back. You're not going to be able to touch it because there's several things on top of it. You can go in here and you can move it from there. But we just want to move it. It's just a little gem that I want to give you, and I want to make sure that you can do that, right? Now, to me, that looks good. This is fine. I did not want to take away from my graphic, because I think that ChatGPT tore off on this one. Let me bring it back just a little bit more so it won't mess with my stuff, you understand? And maybe I'll take this freedom and make the letters a little bit smaller. And that's how you, only thing you have to do that is hit the area. You can see here how big it is. It tells you what the font is and how big it is. So just to get it to get a little bit smaller, I'm bringing it down by going to the minus side, right? And that should take it where I can get to what I was looking for to move it out the way, and it won't be messed up. Everything will be outside of the thing now. Now I think my stuff is fine, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it all together again, right? And I'm going to take it and go over and hover around everything, right? And that's going to be where it'll highlight everything that's in that graphic. And guess what you're going to do? Group it. When you group it, guess what happens? I hope y'all can't see me messing with my clothes, because I'm surely messing up my clothes. Anyway, that is exactly what you're doing. Okay? So all of this, it should, if it's done correctly, it should move together. That's what we're doing. All right. Now, let's go on ahead and develop this chip bag. If somebody wanted me to try to do something different, I can. That's a party favor. Anything? Anybody? I can't see the chat because my phone, for some odd reason. Okay, welcome to the live chat. Just 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can get this live chat. See if I can see. Hello. It'll go through. It says that I'm here. So if anybody wants anything other than the chip bag to be done, and you want me to try to do something different, I will. I have no problem with showing my vulnerability on how to handle stuff. So I should be able to get those things. But anyway, okay, since anybody? Nobody? Okay. So if you do want to change it up, let me know. All right. So we're going to copy this, right? And then we're going to go over and we're going to do that chip bag size again. All right. Custom size. Take it out of pixels. We're doing it in inches. It's going to be the width. So again, you want the 11 inches on the width so it can be oblong. And then you're going to do the 8.5. And this is the great thing about doing some things with ChatGPT, is the fact that you can actually do some work, and then it'll take away a lot of the stuff that you have to do. So now I'm pasting my piece here. Okay. Now, sometimes that stuff won't act up, but it's okay. Now, I don't know if we remember last time. Now we're looking to put it in the middle, right? And the last time we talked about the chip bag, we said that it was 5 by 7. Okay. So it's 5 inches width and 7 inches length. Now, to get us to move that thing, you're gonna go and you're gonna bring it down until you get that width of 5. And I usually try to do as much as I can, close to 7 as possible. And boom. Let's see if I can do it. 5. Okay, so it's 7.4. It is what it is. Okay, now we take that and make sure it's in the middle. How do you know it's in the middle? Do you see them purple lines straight up and down? Purple line going down, and not the dotted ones, because you're going to have those dotted ones too. You want that's saying that it's perfectly placed in between the top and the sides, right? That's going to be our whatchamacallit. Might as well take this and lock it. Why? If you lock this, guess what happens? You won't move it. And I am great at moving stuff. So we take this, and as it goes up here, let me do this again so everybody can catch it. You go up here, you hit the graphic, right? You have a lock key here. That's going to be above or below. Hit lock, right? And then you have one with the pencil. That means that you don't want to change nothing that's in there. Lock that again. Okay. So now your image is locked in. What's the basics on having a chip bag? You're going to end up with something here on one side. You're going to end up with here on the other side, and the top and the bottom. And the top and the bottom is basically something where the area where you're going to glue it together, and then you're going to use the little crimp machine. And then after you use your crimp machine, you're going to cut it to make it look like it's serrated. Okay. So, but let's get a background. Now we're going to go. Where do we go for our backgrounds? Elements. Remember, templates gives you exactly what everything is, and you can work with it. If you don't want to work hard, you can take that and you can make whatever you want, just change to save changes, right? And elements is going to give you backgrounds, graphics, moving stuff like that. Now, I never use those. So again, here we go. You want a background. What kind of background do you want? This is Juneteenth. So what do I put in? Juneteenth backgrounds. Right? So we got a Juneteenth backgrounds, and we're going to figure out which one we want to use. Now we can use 2. You can use one on either side. You could take one and put it on one side. You can put one and put it on other. You can use the same one and go all the way across. Me, I'm always wanting to do something extra. So I'm going to put 2 of them in there, right? So if you go down, you can see how many things they have in here for Juneteenth, right? And it's just a few. Again, I have to say, with me being in Chicago, and I just moved here maybe about 8 years ago, Juneteenth wasn't as big in Chicago as it is here. And I understand the reason why is because this is something that started right here in Texas. So it is known. Miss Opal Lee, Dr. Opal Lee is here. This is a thing. This is Texas thing. So we are on this. Okay, but anyway. You got the backgrounds. You're asking for a background. And again, just to show you some things, you can do photo backgrounds, as you can see. The photos are usually more detailed in color, and they're much stronger, right? So you don't want to make it where it's too strong to go against your graphic, but you don't want it to be less strong, less stronger than it needs to be, if that makes sense. Because sometimes I don't say the right words. And sometimes y'all gonna have to help me with words because I lose them. I'm telling you, I will lose a word in a minute. I'm getting old, and it is what it is. So anyway, let's go back to graphics, because this is not a 100% graphic that looks like a picture to me, and that's the reason why I use it, right? So say I want to use this is really interesting, okay, but it is and it don't let me do what I want to do. So there we go. Let me give you another lesson. If you do this, you're going to end up having to go with whatever comes up. Now, if I want to use this, which it still looks good to me, say I bring this down, it's going to widen it. And the reason why is because the aspect ratio is going to stay the same. But guess what? It's still a Juneteenth theme, right? You can take that, you can use that. Let's take this other side and use this, right? So there's a difference. Perfect example of the difference in what's there and what's here. Okay, let me get this. Boom. And I'm going to bring this where it's not going to mess up my graphic so you can see it. Now, here on this one, you'll see that it has 8 dots, right? That means you can widen it and bring it out and up and down. You're able to manipulate it to go up and down, or you're able to manipulate it to go left and right. Guess what? That way you don't have to do all that craziness. I can make this come up into here and be the same. Now, this is going to be a quick one. I kid you not. Okay, now we have all of this on this. We have both sides with the design on the side and the design that we need to have on the top and on the bottom. Sorry, forgive us, sister, but she love her some glitter. Now I can do some glitter, or I can do something like this, which I ain't gonna do. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm just giving you an example. I'm not doing it. I don't like it. I mean, I like it, but it just ain't me. But that's another thing that you can do. You can use something like this. You bring it down. I don't know if this is one of the ones that you can actually manipulate up and down, but you can do it. It's not going to, but it is show everything that you need. I don't like that. Me, I'm sorry, but again, we're just going to teach whatever you want to do to make your design perfect. Do that. Here's another one that you can use. This one. This is another nice little design that you can use. And bringing it down. And again, here's another one that does not have that middle piece. So what happens is you can do that. And that looks good. It really does, y'all. Got to give it some snaps. But that ain't me. I need to get out of my comfort zone, don't I? All right, let's do it. Duplicate it. I got to get out that comfort zone. So I'm doubling it up. And I'm bringing it down to fit on this side. Now, one thing that I like to do, because it's a little piece that's open there. All right, one thing that I like to do, if it's going, the triangle is going up on this side, it's just me. One of the things that I do, I like for it to go down on the other. So what you do is to flip it. You got to hit this flip button. You're going up, flip. You can do the vertical. Sometimes this stuff be tripping, but I think the way it says is up or down. This is supposed to be from left to right. So what happened? The right way, exactly. So again, it's just different. It's the same, but it's different to me. Okay. Now let's add something into this chip bag. Let's just say we want to add something to say, another thing that says Juneteenth. So let's take out the backgrounds and just pull it up to say Juneteenth. Enter, right? You have a few things that you can use, right? So let's just say this is a good one. Now, just because it's here don't mean that it'll look good there. It's kind of in here, it doesn't look as good. It'll match here, but we got to put it somewhere where it'll show better. So if I put it near the green, it looks like it shows up better. If you put it in with the yellow, you really don't see that yellow hand so much. If you put it in with the red, it works also. So it's just a personal preference of what you like to do, because that's just showing you hands that are working together to me. Okay. What is Juneteenth without the fist, right? The fist and the chains. Let's see. How does that look? Let's put that right here. Okay. Now, we want to put some chains in there because you got to have the chains. It's not the same unless you have some chains. So, oh, I'm sorry. I should have explained that better. Let me go back. Okay. So, say I put in, and let's just go ahead and put in chains that go with that. Boom. Now, you will go down, and as soon as I put that there, of course, it's going to change up. Okay. But as you go down, you may get this thing that's called magic recommendations. And those recommendations are basically, if you put in a couple of things, it'll pick up what you want. I love this. Sorry, I'm going to use it. It hits me. Always does. And again, we're checking to see which place it looks best on, right? You can see the red here. So it's a good spot, right? Let's go down. So here, the recommendations, that's what I want you to see. So as you go on and you over to that left, you see that thing that says magic recommendations. And with that magic recommendations, let me show you what it's saying. It's basically you push something, it's gonna see what you do, and then it's gonna tell you what your recommendations, what you might want to use. So I'm gonna go through this just to see what they got, right? We know that it ain't this. That's for Independence Day. We're not dealing with that Independence Day, not on this platform, right? Okay, here's one, Black History. That would have to go somewhere in some green to me, but that's not going to be good. I think that's too much. If you're extravagant, this is a good way of showing the vibrancy. You know what I mean? It can be vibrant. It depends on what you're looking for. If you want to be vibrant right here, right now, this is your good spot. But I don't want it that, even though that look good, but I don't want that vibrant. I need something to bring it down, right? And basically, you can't use the Africa because the Africa is basically not part of the Juneteenth as much as Texas is, right? So it's just basically the red, the gold, the black, and how about the holiday? Let's look for something because everybody got the holiday. Juneteenth may be a cookout. We may be doing our cookouts, and we may be out at the beach. But see, here you got all the stuff that you could use, but they don't have it for the whatchamacallit. And on our next live next week, I'm going to kind of incorporate with us going online and finding graphics when we can't find it in Canva. But Canva has millions of stuff. So just on GP, let's see what this look like. Take it and move it over. Nope. I just want to say go back. I want to go back and do something like that because I want to say Happy Juneteenth, right? I think that's something that we use as a holiday. And let's just say Happy Juneteenth and see what happens. I just don't want to lose that graphic. Okay, so we do have the Happy Juneteenth. It may not be too many of them. It's just the Juneteenth. Well, the happy is here. We can use the happy. And since it's too big, we take the corners, we bring it down, right? You got your happy, right? And even though I took out that other graphic, it's still kind of vibrant. It's vibrant. It's making a statement, and that's what you wanted to do. My statement more so in this potato chip bag is the fact that this man is thinking how great it will be that he has a baby that will not know the throes of slavery. And how much could that be? How much of an impact could that be at that time? It could be a really impactful piece. So, all right. So we got that. And what else can I put in? I want to put something right here just to complete the ensemble. Let's just say, how about this? Black children. See what happens. Okay, so um because it's a black holiday, not saying this is to balloon everybody, okay, but this is what we are working on right now. Not what I'm looking for. So black children, or black black family cookout. How about that? And y'all know I can't type. You can see that. So forgive a sister on that one. Okay. Now, I guess they don't know what black people look like. They do a lot of it. What about this one? But that's like in the 70s. That's kind of taken away from it. This look like, this does not look like a black man to me. I'm sorry. I just need a black person for the Juneteenth because we were getting out of slavery. And the memo was there. Why they got them in purple hair? How about this one? So say we got that. That looks like a nice, happy black family. Oops. And boom. How does that look, y'all? Okay. So now we have all of the necessary things that's in this document. Now, one of the things, maybe, you know what, one little thing I want to change up, because, and the reason why is because you have the color here. If you, I don't know if you notice it, the black is showing up under that. The black is showing up under this. The green is showing up under this. The oranges, or the orangey, the red color is under this. I want to put something in between here because that would be more so like the fact that it is not, it would be like a transparency, and it's not really that white. You don't know what that white is going to look like, right? So let's just go into elements again. Elements. And then we're going to hit that we want a rectangle. And it just disappeared. And then I'm going to have y'all out of here in an hour like I'm supposed to. Rectangle. Because that's what we look for. You hit enter. Now, the thing that I find that's easy, when you want something like a box or anything, always hit all. And the first one that comes up is usually this one, right? Now, let me show you the thing about this one. You hit that again. Guess what? It has all 8 of those places. So that means you can go this way without moving up, and that way without moving down. You can go do this, that, and the other, right? All right. So now, this is what I want to do. And I don't know if I've shown you this. I want to take this and make this gold. Oh, it's already came on gold. Let me make a different color. Let's make a different color. Do we want it green in the background? I guess not. I just to show you, but that green to show. But anyway, hit that green, right? That's the thing about these which one call this? They if you have some of them, and if it has that color up top, then you can change that color. Now, let me see if I can do something just to show you, because we got a couple of minutes. Let's just say we hit, see all of the shapes. Why is it not coming up? Oh, okay. Graphics, all of the graphics, right? And I think this one is one of the ones. You can see that it's only 4. You only got the 4, but that's not what I want you to see more so. But sometimes you're going to end up hitting something and you won't be able to change the color. That's what I want you to know, that you can find some things that you won't be able to hit the color. Now, like this one, I got this, you hit, yeah, you can hit that color too. But some of the graphics, I'm sorry, I can't find one. Of course, now that y'all here, I can't, yeah, every one of them come up. But if you get to a point where you end up bringing in a object and it doesn't have the right color, always go and check up to your box after you hit it, right? And after you hit it, you can hit the color that you want. So what happens is you hit this and you can do the red, even though I don't like that. So we're going back to where I came from. Hit all my shapes, hit my little black, my little spot. I'm going to bring it in and I'm going to change the color after I bring that where I want. And again, remember this has the 8 tassels on there, the 8 things. Now, what do? The color's here. We want to change that color. We said we're going to change it to green, just so you can see that it's in green, right? Now, go up to that graphic, to that square. You're going to right click it and you're going to hit duplicate. Why? Because what we do at the top, we should be doing it at the bottom, just to make sure that it's congruent, right? And boom, take your time when you do stuff like that, and usually a line to show that you're right there where you need to be. Now, one more thing. When you're doing this, you just messed up your graphic, right? Because it's sitting in the front. What are we going to do? We're going to hit it. You're going to hit the graphic, and you're going to hit position. Because it's on the top, it's covering stuff, right? Now, I'm going to do this one at a time on this time. As we go on, I will make sure that I do it together. Doom, right, is behind there, right? Now let's take it back up just to show you. Now, both of these are here. We know both of them are in front of the graphic that we need. It's not in the layer pattern that we want. You hit your layer, you hit shift on your keyboard, and you hit the second one with your mouse, right? So now you have both of those taken care of. You're going to take one of them, whichever one you want, and they're going to move down together. And you can take it behind, because both of you want them behind these 2 graphics, which is that last 2 graphics that you have there. Okay? Guess what we have, you all? We have a completed chip bag. We could have made it anything. Okay? Next week, we're not going to do a chip bag because I did a chip bag last week. So what are we going to do to get it where we need it to go? We're going to hit share, right? And this is where you're going to be able to download it. You can download it. And this is one of those things I want you all to understand. When you start designing in Canva or anywhere, make sure that you put your stuff in a collective so you can find it, because it ain't nothing like knowing that you have something and you can't find it. Okay, so this is just the page that I want, because I'm not going to keep this first one I got. That's their stuff. I always like to create my own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push down, because this is saying download all of them, 1 to 3. I don't want all of them. I just want this one thing. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go up where it says current page 3. Because you can do all of them, or you can deselect them and pick what you want. But I'm going to hit current page 3, because that's what we're working on. Done, right? Current page 3. You can download this, right? So I'm downloading it. Name of it is 19 June 1865. And of course, I'm sorry, my telephone rings as soon as I get to that point. Okay, I'm gonna go and add it to an area where I already have some Juneteenth stuff. It's in my desktop under temporary photos, right? Now, if I go down, I find my little thing and say Juneteenth. Boom. Now, if I keep everything in the Juneteenth folder, guess what? I'm able to find it. So it's very important that we keep everything together, because I'm telling you, you'll end up buying a bunch of whatever. Okay, so now this one is 19 June 1865, and that is where we're going to save that. And guess what? You have you have a Juneteenth And that's a graphic that is definitely different. Okay. So I'm going to close out my thing since we are done with that. And I am going to remove this. I think that's it. Is this the stop share? Okay, and I'm back, you all. So, hi, Tiffany. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming here and sitting in on my live. It's always nice to have somebody that's in our community to come and sit with us to show some support. I really appreciate everybody that has come on the live. And guess what? Actually, I have made it within that hour because last time I was within 2 hours. So, is anything thank you, May Create Crafts, for saying thank you. Thank you, Celeste. I see you today. I didn't see her before. So y'all, I want to do something different. If it's something, thank you, Miss Mary. Thank you so much. You all are such awesome people. I swear, I be trying my best to do something. And I really appreciate you all being here to be responsible. I mean, not responsible, but being there for someone that's starting out. Trust me, when I say I am just starting out, this is something new for me. No, am I scared of being a public speaker? Not at all. But it's just that here I am in my home, and you can see dying ugliness in my craft room, and it's just oh, Miss Mary, you from Chicago? Hey. We from the shy. Hey, we from the shy. Yes. So yeah. So this is it's just knowing that you're starting out and you're open in disclosing things that you usually know. I'm out in the public all the time. That's not a problem. But my house, you seeing all this, if you all could see what's on my floor, because I've been crafting all day, it would be crazy. Okay. And I am just going crazy here. So thank you all for being here. Next week, I want to do something different. I want you all to let me know what you want. And again, it's all about the designs for me. But if we want to pivot and do something together, again, this is for those that feel left behind, those that feel that they can't keep up with the fast class. If you need for me to go over something again, I have no problem doing that. I'm retired, so I can give whatever else is done. And I don't want anybody to feel that way. You have to realize. So Miss Mary, I am supposed to go live 7:30 on Wednesdays. 7:30 on Wednesdays. That's gonna be my time. And unless something else comes up, it'll be something different. But if you put out something onto my page and let me know you want to try something different, let me know. That's what I'm here for. I am here to be a person for the people, or the crafters, or the designers. And my thing is designing. I love to design. But again, y'all just don't know. I am so happy that you all came by, and I am at my hour. Thank you, Miss Mary. Thank you. Thank y'all for coming. I'm going to sign off. Again, my name is Stephanie, and I'm the owner of Gia's Designz, and I am here to help anyone that feels like they're left behind in their crafting business, or feels like that they cannot keep up with a class that's going too fast paced. You are not behind. You are not, you are considered. You can do this, and this is what we're here to do together. Trust me, these gray hairs and all this thin hair ain't from nothing. We can definitely do this together. Okay. So you are, again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be coming back next Wednesday at 7:30. Okay. You all have a blessed evening. Love y'all for being here. And good night, everyone.